you ever stopped to think how the words we use can shape our thoughts and behaviors? Well, in this video, we'll briefly analyze the impact of euphemisms on society. We'll explore how clever marketing strategies can reframe controversial topics, making them more acceptable and desirable to customers. Is it always marketing though? Or do language evolution and presentation have an effect as well? An analysis of modern euphemisms and the power of branding. We live in a world of constant stimulation, taboos, controversies, and euphemisms. I believe that in some cases, euphemisms can be a good practice in certain situations, and common courtesy is always essential for good human interaction. However, is it possible that the use of euphemisms in society can help a product or practice enter a social group? First of all, what is an euphemism? An euphemism is a rhetorical figure that consists of using softer, kinder, or more direct impression to refer to something that could be considered unpleasant, taboo, offensive, or inappropriate. Euphemisms are commonly used in language to soften the impacts of certain words or concepts, as well to avoid hurting sensitivities or causing discomfort. For example, instead of saying death, one could use the euphemism passing away or disease, or for example, let go instead of fired. Euphemisms can be cultural and vary depending on the context and sensitivity of the audience. However, euphemism doesn't only exist in words, they also exist in many other industries. For example, medicine and drugs. How can an euphemism change society's perception and motivate a group of people to consume a certain product? I remember the first time I heard the term baby buttocks. A friend explained to me that she had recently acquired it with her close group of friends. It's baby buttocks because it's a very small dose for younger people, she said. I couldn't help thinking what an interesting marketing strategy, targeting the younger generation with a much more relaxed naming, making it easier to be considered and accepted by a much younger group. Ethical? No. Profitable? Very much so. The same goes for people who are terrified of marijuana but are willing to try it or consume it in a cake or brownie. Although it makes it much more potent, the way of consuming it, it's much more romantic than the image of smoking a joint. We can go farther and talk about the new cannabis products in gummy format, candies, or even coffee and cereal. The same happens in the pharmaceutical industry. Sleeping pills can now be found in gummy bear form. Not only does the ritual change of taking pills and now taking it as a candy, but also the perception of the product, positioning it in your mind as something you should not really worry about when you're taking it or maybe taking too much. The same goes for the now famous and mainstream mushroom chocolate. I mean, who would have imagined that nowadays there are many weddings where psilocybin is consumed? Oh sure, but in chocolate, because it's more chic and aesthetic. This analysis only reinforces my belief in the power of branding. Packaging is always valued, they say, but in these cases, it is taken to an extreme, changing the name, presentation, ritual, and eventually changing the perception within a group of people. Could it be that these type of euphemisms are the ones that help change society? If we take in mind the previous examples, what can it be accomplished with a conscious euphemism strategy? Is it something we should worry about? Probably not at the moment. Should we be aware of these types of behaviors and changes? Absolutely. If you find this in any way, form, or shape interesting, let me know with a comment, like, or by subscribing. It will motivate me to make more weird and cool content. And we are almost 1,000 subscribers. So